In response to the queries, how you're going to connect an external 48-volt phantom power to your Maonocaster Lite, I'm going to show you in this video, and I'm hoping also to show you using the external 48-volt phantom power or without using it. And I'll be showing you maybe two kinds of microphone, one that requires 48-volt phantom power and the other one does not, requires an external 48-volt phantom power. Without further ado, let's get started. Let me show you first the things I will be needing in the setup. Of course, this is the Maonocaster Lite, and this is the external 48-volt phantom power. So as you can see, it looks like that. There is an input and output for the XLR, and this one needs a power AC, so that needs this cable over here. And now for this to happen, pretty much we will need two cables at least. As you noticed, the mic port of this Maonocaster Lite is a 3.5 mic port. So that is why we will need this one for sure. 3.5 on one end and XLR on the other end. And since we need one more cable, as you can see over here, so that's why we will need one of these. So this is just male to female XLR cable. This thing is over here. This is just an extra thing. So I'm going to be recording what I'm doing over here so that you can hear the actual audio recorded output while me doing the testing between this microphone and this microphone. By the way, this microphone here, this is a Rode NT1 A, and this one is a condenser microphone that requires a phantom power. I'm going to show you later the difference of using this external 48-volt phantom power and without using it. And this one here, this is simply a Beam 800 condenser microphone. So I'm going to be comparing both of them later. Okay, and now let's start the connections. First, let me connect this iPhone here to this Maonocaster E2 for recording. And for that, I will need this lightning adapter because this phone does not have a headphone port on it. And I will use one of these. This is just a TRRS, the one that has 3 lines on both ends. Normally, this one comes when you buy this Maonocaster Lite. So from here, I'm just going to connect it to, just select pad 1, 2, or 3, doesn't matter. I'm going to connect pad 2. And then the other end, I'll connect to here. And this is just an earphone to monitor the audio. I could have used speaker, but maybe I'm just going to record it over there so I don't have to worry to get a feedback from using that microphone to the speaker. Okay, so from here, I am going to connect this one to here, to the one that says output. As you notice, this Maonocaster Lite has 2 microphone input. I'll connect this Beam 800 condenser microphone, maybe to mic 2. And now to connect this external 48-volt phantom power to your Maonocaster Lite, this is what we will do. Let's use this XLR male to female. Let's connect first this Rode NT1 A condenser microphone. So again, I'm using the XLR male to female. I'll connect this end to here. Okay, now the other end, I'm going to connect it to this external 48-volt phantom power to the one for input. There you go. And this other cable, so 3.5 millimeter jack to XLR. So this end here, I'm going to connect to the output port of this external 48-volt phantom power. There you go. And the other end, I'm going to connect to this mic 1 port. Okay, and finally, I'm going to connect this cord. So this is the power cord of this 48-volt phantom power. So it's just over there. And I'm going to plug this in and we're all good to go. And now from here, I know there are different kinds of external 48-volt phantom power. So for this kind here, this is an on and off power button right there. So I'm going to turn it on now. There you go. Okay, so again, as I showed you, the mic port number 2 is connected to this Beam 800 condenser microphone, and this Rode NT1A is connected to mic number 1 port of this Maonocaster Lite. So it looks like it's picking up already my voice because it's blinking like that. Maybe I'm going to lower my volume over here. There you go. Now that I'm all set, I think I'm going to remove this filter. I don't need that. So from here, I am going to start now recording from this device so that whatever I'm hearing from this earphone, I can share that to you as well. I am now currently recording. And so from here, all the time, whatever you're doing, recording or streaming, the record volume knob has to be on high. Otherwise, there won't be no audio on your streaming or recording. Sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is now the audio output using this Rode NT1A condenser microphone using this external 48 volt phantom power. As you notice over here, my microphone is only at 9 o'clock. If I'm going to increase my mic volume, okay, let's try 50%. There you go. Sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So audio is flat. That is because the echo here is at 0. Okay, there you go. I set it to 0. Mic volume is 50% with this external 48 volt phantom power. Now let me try using the Beam 800 condenser microphone. So it's a Beam 800 condenser microphone in my opinion. It doesn't really need an external 48 volt phantom power. Okay, what I'll do is I'm just going to move this one away from me. So I'm hoping it won't pick up my voice. There you go. Sound check. Testing 1, 2. So it looks like it's still picking up my voice. Maybe it's best to compare if I'm going to unplug this condenser microphone over there. So you can only hear that microphone, the Beam 800 condenser microphone. Okay, so I'll unplug this one. This is connected to mic number 1 port. Sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this time, this is just the Beam 800 condenser microphone directly connected to the mic number 1 port of this Maonocaster Lite. Again, in my opinion, this Beam 800 condenser microphone does not really need an external 48 volt phantom power for this to work. As you notice, all the settings are the same. I set it to 50% mic volume. And if I'm going to maybe use reverberation, let's say effects. So again, I'm currently using the Beam 800 condenser microphone. Sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm currently using Pro preset reverb on this Maonocaster Lite, and that is the audio output. Okay, so this time maybe I'm going to switch over using this Rode NT1A. I'm going to show you what is the audio output with this effects right now. I'm not going to be touching the settings over here, and what I'll do is I am going to unplug this Beam 800 condenser microphone so that you can only hear the audio output using this other microphone. Okay, sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. And this time, this is now using this Rode NT1A condenser microphone connected to this external 48 volt phantom power. As you notice, it does work in this kind of setup. And now let me show you using this Rode NT1A condenser microphone if it will work without using this 48 volt phantom power. From here, I will not be touching the settings over here. I'll set it as is. And the only thing I'll do is I will remove this 48 volt phantom power, and the out over there connected to the mic number 1 port over there, I'll connect it directly to this Rode NT1A condenser microphone. As I mentioned, I'm going to be removing this one here because this is the one connected to this Maonocaster Lite, and I am going to remove this one here now. There you go. Okay, and now from here, I'm going to connect this one to here. Okay, there you go. So sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, sound check. So in this setup right now, this Rode NT1A condenser microphone is now connected directly to this Maonocaster Lite without using this 48 volt phantom power. And now you notice that the audio is not as loud as earlier using this 48 volt phantom power. And that is because this microphone does require 48 volt phantom power for you to be able to have a better audio output. Okay, so from here, let me put it back using this external 48 volt phantom power. Okay, so I'm just going to put this back to here. Okay, and I'll put this back to here. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. There you go. And now you notice that my audio is more louder using this external 48 volt phantom power. And again, using this kind of microphone, it is really advisable to use an external 48 volt phantom power if you are planning to connect it to this Maonocaster Lite. And again, I'm going to go back to this Beam 800 condenser microphone. Maybe I'm just gonna move this away from me, and I'm going to connect this one maybe all together, both of them. I'll connect them at the same time. Okay, so I'll connect this one now. Okay, there you go. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. So this time I am currently using the Beam 800 condenser microphone. And this one here, this is now the Rode NT1 A condenser microphone. For me, they sound almost the same. Anyway, if you have this kind of microphone already, Rode NT1 A, and you notice that is not as loud if you connect it directly to the Maonocaster Lite, then this is what you should do. For you to be able to have a better audio output, a louder audio output, then use an external 48 volt phantom power. And again, this one is a Beam 800 condenser microphone, does not need a 48 volt phantom power. And let me just maybe set my echo to 0. There you go. So this is just flat without any effects. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. And let's try this one. Sound check. Testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. This is pretty much the output using Beam 800 directly connected to this Maonocaster Lite. And this is now the audio output using this Rode NT1 A condenser microphone connected to this external 48 volt phantom power and then connected to this Maonocaster Lite. And now let me give you a short recording sample using this Beam 800 condenser microphone directly connected to this Maonocaster Lite and this Rode NT1 A condenser microphone connected to this 48 volt phantom power. I'm just going to add maybe echo 50%. There you go. And reverb preset is Pro. I can see what's mine now, finding out what's true since I found you. Looking through the eyes of love. And this time, let me use this Rode NT1 A condenser microphone. Reaching out to touch you, I can feel so much since I found you. Looking through the eyes of love. Let me give you another short sample this time. I'm going to increase my echo over there. It's just that when you play the background music together with this microphone, either this or this microphone, sometimes you could hardly tell the effects in there. Okay, so this time I'm going to set my effects to right there, maybe a 75%. Please don't let this feeling end. It might not come again, and I want to remember how it feels to touch you, how I feel so much since I found you. Looking through the eyes of love. Anyway, that should be your audio output in this kind of setup. And that is all I can share for today. I hope this video gives you an idea as to how to connect your external 48 volt phantom power as long as your mic requires that 48 volt phantom power. And again, I hope you have now an idea comparing it with or without using this 48 volt phantom power. And I hope you now have an idea when it comes to the audio output using this kind of microphone compared to this Beam 800 condenser microphone. Thanks again, guys, for watching. If you like this type of video, please give it a like. And if you want more of this type of videos, consider subscribing if you haven't done yet, and hit the notification bell so you are always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe, and until next time.